Hello. Testing one.
One, two, one, two, one, two. Andrew, you are the man. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Springfield. Tonight, it is the moment that we have all been waiting for. It is the home opener of the boys' hockey season. As tonight, your Pope Francis Cardinals Varsity A hockey team takes on the visiting Framingham squad, trying to come in here and beat the Dogs. Hello, everybody. I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, bringing you this live and exclusive action right here on Pope Prep. The section is back, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. It is opening night. We are ready to go. Pope will be in their whites tonight, looking to get a win to start the year off. We'll see how it goes here tonight. Framingham coming in. No one has any idea what to expect. All we know is the history, and the history shows that Framingham did defeat the Cardinals last season. We'll see how it goes this season. Opening night, Pope Francis, Framingham, live from the Olympia Ice Center. We'll be back in exactly 1 minute, folks. It is opening night of the winter hockey season right here on Pope Prep.
For your Pope Francis sports update right now, we have girls varsity basketball home opener versus Renaissance at Pope Francis. Current score 35-21 at the end of the first half. The first 2 quarters have been completed. The third quarter will be starting in the next 2 minutes. If you want to check that out, tune in live right here on Pope Prep. We thank you for tuning in. I'll hand you back over to AJ.
That's right, folks. Girls basketball is on our sister station here tonight on the other streaming options. So if you just click right out of here, you can watch that, or you can stay right here to watch the big show here in West Springfield. Now we'll send it down to our press address announcer for tonight's national anthem and starting lineups.
Between the Framingham High School Flyers and your Pope Francis Cardinals. And now the starting lineup for Framingham. Starting center, number 18, Brendan Peck. At left wing, number 4, Jeremy Oren. On the right wing, number 12, Noah Albright. On defense, number 25, Jason Finch. Also on defense, number 27, John Hudson. In goal tonight, number 29, Troy Hoover. And now the starting lineup for your Pope Francis Cardinals. First in the forward positions. Number 44, Josh Ivy. Number 15, CJ Watrova. Number 14, Ryan O'Leary. On the bench, number 17, Bryce Russ. And on the bench, number 11, Colin Boyle. And in goal tonight, number 1, Vincent Maggie. The assistant coaches are Tim Kenny and Steve Ash. The head coach of your Cardinals is Brian Foley. Fans at this time, ask you to rise. And as you are able to, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for Pope Francis hockey. We've been waiting to say that for 280 days plus, but we are back and we are live. It is the regular season. We're ready to go. Playtime is over. The big boys are on the ice, ladies and gentlemen. The home opener starts now. As we turn to our net, we take a look at Vinny Maggi tonight. Maggi taking the duties tonight in net, the senior keeper. He has been with Pope Francis for all 4 years. Usually it was Ryan Rhodes, but now Vinny Maggi will be summoned in the crease, and we'll see how he does. We cannot wait for this game, folks. Reminder to folks to like and subscribe to our content. For more content like this, we produce it every single day of the week here at Pope Francis. Pope Francis Framingham. Opening night of the season. Just about set to begin. Stands are packed. Pope's section is back for this game here tonight. Josh Ivey will get us going here tonight from the face-off dot. Center ice. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardinal Nation. For 280 days, we have been silent, but now we are ready to begin the most fun season in all of sports, the hockey season. And Cardinal Nation, it's time to fly. And we do so with Colin Foyle trying to work it around. Goes back to Foyle. We'll get our looks at Bryce Russ. Russ is trying to move it into Ivy. That'll likely be an icing to start us out, and it will. So it'll be a face-off deep into the Cardinal zone. Again, folks, once again, thank you for tuning in. It is an absolute blast to bring you the hockey games. We'll be bringing it to you all season long. We'll try to do as many road games this year as we can. We'll try to get out there for you, the Pope Francis fans. First lines for both teams will remain out there. About 13 seconds through this opening period, opening game of the season. Russ trying to get it for the Cardinals deep into his own zone. He'll have to go around his net and work it around. Here's Bryce Russ. Russ is going to try to work it up, trying to find C.J. Watroba. Watroba's going to have to go chasing. Framingham will just try to wrap it around the boards. Again, folks, from what we've seen, Framingham does have the upper hand on these Pope Francis Cardinals. But the Cardinals, just like that, how about it? I'm talking about Framingham. I should be talking about C.J. Watroba. Bada bing, bada boo. How about that for Pope Francis? That's the way to get the section going. Not even in a minute to this game. And just like that, Pope Francis starts out the season with a bang. C.J. Watroba. Bada bing, bada boo. Cardinals lead by a score of 1-0. Wake up time if you're Framingham now. That'll have to get him into it. C.J. Watroba says, hello, welcome to the Olympia Ice Center. This is where Pope Francis plays. As the Cardinals will try to work it up now, trying to get there. The newly acquired Jake Petrin making his varsity regular season debut for these Pope Francis Cardinals at home ice in the regular season. As the Cardinals will try to work it around. Moss Carney trying to get in there, trying to make a play. He'll have to look for it, however. Ooh, that was a big clobber and a half by Zachary Buffon. With a big elbow there deep into the zone. He's trying to score, too, but he just misses the net. Framingham will try to take it the other way. Framingham just trying to find their footing in this one. Cardinals have had the upper hand thus far. Carney gonna take some big hit. He'll try to work around it. There comes Pope Francis trying to move it in somehow, some way. Cardinals will have to make some changes. Looking around, trying to make the play there for the Cardinals. It's Petch. Here's Petch trying to do something. Cardinals trying to stuff it in again, but the save is eventually made by Framingham. Good opportunities here for Pope Francis. Face-off will be held deep into the Framingham zone. Face-off dot, it's Wade Wegerson. Number change for him. Usually see him in a number 18 jersey. This year it's number 8. So we'll see if the grade 8 can get things going. Let's work back to the point to Bolduc. Bolduc going to try to work it into DeMichael. DeMichael trying to slide up Mike McGrath, making his varsity regular season debut. But the save is eventually made. Cardinals will have to work for it once more. Here's McGrath. McGrath's trying to do something. Instead, he takes a sandwich hit onto the ice. Cardinals will keep looking for it. Wegerson just trying to grind it out on this third line for Pope Francis. Trying to do something. Maybe trying to work it to the point. It goes back to Bolduc. Here's Matt. Matt's shot. That's a glass and a half. Cardinals going to look for it now with McGrath on that right side. Goes back to the point to Dylan Shea, the sophomore. Shea moving it over to Bolduc. Bolduc over to DeMichael. DeMichael trying to find something, but a blind pass picked out by Framingham. They couldn't hold it for a while. Cardinals will once again get it back. Goes over to DeMichael. Here's Joe DeMichael trying to work it around. Cardinals maybe trying to do a little bit of the scramble and the shake and bake. Cardinals still looking for it. Instead, that'll be a nice seat for Joe DeMichael. Cardinals will have to get back on the defensive side now. Cardinals trying to look for it, trying to maybe do a little bit of a shake and bake there on the Cardinals, and they've got it now. They'll try to work it up the ice. Trying to hit Fitz there. They can't. Before we have a whistle here and a little bit of extracurricular activity. Bob Cicilio got in there at the end with some of the Framingham players. Let's see where they give it a face-off. Okay. I believe we have a power play here for Pope Francis. How about that? So power play for Pope Francis. I mean, not the start you were looking for. if you're the visitors, trying to come in here, trying to quiet down the crowd. Instead, you maybe bring up the most lethal power play there is. I was talking with Colin Foyle before the game. He said, look out for our power play. We're looking at it now. Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary's just going to try to work it over to Ivy. Josh Ivy trying to look around, trying to find a seam. He does over to Watroba. Watroba working it back to Matt Bolduc, trying to calm it down. Here's Josh Ivy. Ivy over to Foyle, but the one-timer is quickly covered up with a glove by Framingham. They cover up with 13:55 to go in the opening period of play. 1:40 to go on the power play. Again, folks, our sister station here tonight covering girls basketball. You don't want to see this, you just turn over to the other station. We have it all for you on Pope Prep tonight. Watroba just trying to fire something. Instead, it'll work back over to Josh Ivy. Ivy's pass gets deflected. That'll get out of the zone. Watroba will have to go chasing. Here's Watroba. Working it over to Matt Bolduc. Here's Matt. A lot of the familiar faces you see for these Pope Francis Cardinals. Remember Jack Moultonbroy, Drew Bolduc, the veterans. They are here tonight on school break, so they figured they'd come down and watch the Pope Francis Cardinals home opener. Bolduc will take it around his net. Matt going to try to work it over to CJ. CJ eventually will chip it up to Josh Ivy. Power play trying to get going. Chemistry trying to build as well. Here's Ivy. Josh Ivy. Little twist and turn. Feeding it back over to Colin Foyle. Foyle working it around. Trying to work it to the point of the Cardinals. Watroba. Back over to Ivy. It goes. Ivy's shot. Cardinals trying to stuff it in. O'Leary trying to get there. Wrap around. Cardinals still trying to do something. Foyle. Shot. Save made. Framingham covers up. Good opportunities on the power play for Pope Francis. Nothing amounts of it, however. Here's Zach. Zachary Buffone working it up to Jake Jarrell. Jarrell looking around, finding Petch. Petch moving it back to Jarrell. Jarrell on over to Ziggy. Jarrell shot. One-timer from Petch. And that one will head up into the netting. The power play, they were not kidding. That looks explosive this year. Cardinals must have been in the lab practicing out that power play. Looking good thus far for Pope Francis. Petey will take the draw. Framingham able to win it cleanly. They win it back. Now before they're sandwiched by the combination of Petch and Petey, the double P's. Trying to get in there, trying to make the play. Works back to Jarrell. Here's Jake Jarrell working it over to Ziggy. Power play time down to 5 seconds. Vinny Maggi tapping his stick, letting the Cardinals know we're back to even strength. 5-on-5 it is. Here's Petch. Petch trying to fire a shot. Wings off the glass. Works back over to Ziggy. Ziggy deep in the zone. Trying to find something. Here's Petey. Petey trying to get there along with Zachary. Petey trying to move it around. Trying to wrap it around the net. Petch trying to get there as well. Works back, and Framingham will eventually take it. Trying to get past ice for the first time in this one. Maggi plays it weirdly. He's got it, however. Jarrell off the boards, trying to move over to Mossy Kearney. Mossy trying to look for something. Winds up on the stick of Petch. Petch will just try to lob it up, trying to find Zachary the phone. Zach trying to get there, trying to make the play. Can't for long. He'll have to skirt back. Remember, he's on the defensive side of things tonight for Pope. Works back to Jarrell, deep into his own zone. Jarrell working over to Wegerson, center ice. Wegerson with a bolt of steam, trying to move it around. Cardinals trying to fire a shot. It was Joe DeMichael trying to do something, but luckily for Framingham, they were back there. Cardinals trying to work for it. Wegerson's got it. Wegerson over to Foyle. Foyle, shot. That one skips over the net. Moves over to Mike McGrath. McGrath, little chip pass out to DeMichael. Foyle at the point. Here's Collins, shake and bake, trying to find something, but instead it's intercepted by Framingham. And now Framingham will try to move it up the ice. Colin Foyle, one of the main captains for this hockey team this season. Here's Bryce Russ. Russ, long pass all the way near center ice to Mike McGrath. McGrath can't hang on to it for long, however. Framingham will chip it in. In case you're just joining us, folks, 1-0 is the lead for Pope Francis. CJ Watroba scored within the first minute of this one, giving the Cardinals the 1-0 lead and lighting up the student section here tonight at Pope Francis. Or at Olympia Ice Center, the Pope Francis student section has traveled, to say the least. Framingham's quickly trying to work it up, trying to get at least a shot on goal here. I mean, 6-0, shots on goal. Cardinals have had it all working out tonight. Fitz trying to get up there. Works back eventually. Here's Matt Bolduc. Bolduc trying to do something. Goes over to Bryce Russ. Russ trying to work it in as Pope Francis now. Pat Fitzgerald's going to have to go over there, trying to make the play for the Cardinals. He can't. Cardinals looking for it. First line back out on the ice. Josh Ivey on the right side, trying to work over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary quickly taking it to the left side, trying to still work with it. Ivey will try to come help him out deep on that left side. Cardinals just going to try to wrap it around the boards. Here's Watroba. Watroba back to the point to Dylan Shea. Shea shot, save, rebound. Framingham able to clear it out. Oh, Shea trying to keep it in. What an effort there by Dylan Shea. Keeping that puck in, but he can't for long. As eventually Framingham was just too much. Matt Bullock's got it now, quickly working in the Framingham zone. He'll just chip it in. Lots of fresh forwards get out on the ice. IB trying to get there, trying to lay the hit, and he lays the body, and that'll light up the student section. Meanwhile, you got Framingham coming the other way, but luckily for Pope Francis, Maggi was there and able to make the save. Another hit. Man, oh man, Cardinals coming out swinging here tonight, ready to box and score. How about that for Pope Francis? Watroba trying to get in there, trying to make the play. He does. What an effort there by Watroba. Watroba trying to center one out in front. Goes past the stick of Kearney. Goes back to Zachary. Zachary with a phone shot. Skims off the boards. Mossy trying to look for it. Moss Carney trying to do a little bit of the shake and bake. Goes back to Framingham. They'll try to just work it out of the zone. Petch trying to try to come in, trying to let the bodies hit the floor. Petch instead will try to move it over to Jarrell. There's Jake Jarrell. Round center ice. Trying to work it over to Moss. Petch going to try to help him out. Here's Petch over to Moss. Goes deep into the zone. Here's Zachary Buffone. Zach just trying to work it around his net. Looking around. Laser-like vision. Nice tape-to-tape pass over to Petey. Petey trying to fire it in there. Petch trying to do something as well. Goes around. Cardinals going to look for it. Here's Ziggy. Ziggy shot. Blocked by Framingham. Cardinals still look for it. Mossy trying to get there, trying to make the play with the body, trying to use the shoulder, trying to make the play as well. And instead, he gets taken down on the ice. Fans looking for a call. They're not going to get one. Cardinals going to look for it still. There's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell working it back to the point to Petey. Petey's shot. Save made. Rebound. Cardinals tried to stub it home with Moss Carney, but he could not. Fresh legs will come out for the Cardinals. I mean, if you're Pope Francis, you've got to be impressed with the start that you've had here thus far. 1-0 the lead, and pressing the home fans to say the least. Here's Foyle at the point. Foyle's wrist there. Elementary-like save for our friends from Framingham. They cover up. 7:54 to go in the opening period of play. Big games all around the sports scene here tonight at the Olympia Ice Center. Pope Francis beginning their season. Ludlow Chicopee follow us here tonight. Always big when those two teams meet. Two Western Mass rivals. A Foyle shot skims off the crossbar. How about that? Cardinals trying to start out with a bang. Foyle trying to just play some defense. Works back to Maggi. Maggi will try to work it over to Russ. That was a little bit of a scary situation. Ref gets in the way, helps out Colin Foyle. Foyle will try to just move it over to Wegerson, the grade 8. Moving it over to McGrath. Here's Mike McGrath trying to set it up, trying to find Joe DeMichael. But luckily Framingham was there, and they got there at the last minute. Wegerson trying to find McGrath in that slot area, but they'll have to clear it down the ice, and that will be an icing. We'll have a face-off deep into the Framingham zone. Bob T will try to take the face-off for Pope Francis. Loses the draw. Cardinals going to look for it still. Here's Fitz. He'll work it deep into the zone. Bob T going to try to show us the speed. Trying to lay a body a bit. Cardinals going to look for it still, trying to keep it alive. It's Wyatt Kenyon for Pope Francis. Cardinals in a battle there. There's Bob T for that one. Deep into the zone. Here's Bob trying to do a little wraparound backhand style. But Framingham was up to the challenge. They'll try to work it up the ice at least. And deep in that right zone. Matt Bullock says sandwich, sandwich, and sandwich. That was definitely like checks from Matt Bullock. I don't know what I would do if Matt Bullock was coming after me if I had the puck. I would be so scared, to say the least. Cardinals looking for it. Framingham's got it. First good possession of the night. Shots on goal to this point, 11-1. As that's a nice play there by Fitzgerald. Able to clear it out. Cardinals get some fresh legs onto the ice. as Shea will try to do something. Here's Dylan Shea. He'll clear it in. Allow those fresh legs to continue to come on the ice for Pope. O'Leary trying to lay a body. He does. O'Leary trying to find Watroba the shot. One-timer. Bada bing, bada boo. CJ Watroba at about 2 for CJ. And just like that, Pope Francis leads by 2. CJ Watroba 2, Framingham 0. Bada bing, bada boo. That was money for Pope Francis. And just like that, the Pope Francis Cardinals lead 2-0. What a start for CJ Watroba. Sophomore year, big expectations for him. Expectations living up. CJ Watroba, how do you do, sir? Cardinals looking for it. Watroba laying a body, too. How about that for CJ? Coming to play here tonight in the opener. The CJ Watroba show. Ivy trying to work it over to O'Leary. O'Leary trying to fire it in. Goes back to the point. Cardinals trying to do something with Sean O'Leary. CJ Watroba 2, Framingham 0 in case you're just joining us. Cardinals out to a fast start here tonight at the Olympia Ice Center. Cardinals looking for it. Framingham trying to fire it in somehow, some way. Just trying to get deep into this one. They can't. Shots on goal basically summarize this game thus far. 12 for the Cardinals, 1 for the visitors tonight. Man, oh man, the Cardinals are cooking. Cardinals going to look for it once more. Mossy trying to get there, trying to make the play. Goes back. Cardinals looking around. Siggy trying to get back there. So is Jarrell. Jarrell, luckily, the last line of defense for Pope Francis. He's A-OK. Moss trying to do something. There's Mossy Carney. Jarrell trying to get in there, trying to make the play. Siggy. Zachary Buffon's got it comfortably. Nice stick handling, trying to work it up the ice. Here's Moss. Moss is going to try to take it himself. Run over to Petey. Petey, back to Moss. How's a 3-burger for you? Moss Carney getting it lit up in here. And wow, oh wow. Framingham, what is happening? Defensive breakdowns. The Cardinals are making them pay. And just like that, Pope Francis takes a 3-0 lead. I wonder if we're going to get a goalie change here. If you're Framingham, the worst possible start has unfolded for them. What another nice goal for Pope Francis. Moss putting it in. PD, nice pass. You couldn't ask for anything more from Pope Francis thus far. Interesting decision. They'll leave the goalie in. So defensive breakdowns, not much he could do there, but Wegs will try to just move it in. If you're Framingham, they're just trying to calm down this crowd. It is loud here tonight. Here's Wegs. Wegs up to Zachary. Zach trying to fire a shot. Skims away. Framingham will try to look up the ice. Framingham trying to do something. Goes back to Zachary Buffon. He'll take it around his net. Here's Zach. Zach just trying to fight through Framingham forwards, and he does it nicely too. Big future ahead for Ziggy. One of the nicest people at Pope Francis, to say the least. Cardinals will try to do something with Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon trying to hit it, and he hits him right into the student section, and he got knocked back in the freshman year on that one. What a start for Pope Francis. Cardinals going to look for it. Fitz and Kenyon going to have to go back in there trying to make the play. Again, it's Kenyon. It's a hit party now. Kenyon trying to get in there. Fitz looking for it. Cardinals trying to do something. Kenyon gets knocked onto the ice. We have a whistle. Clock stops at 3:20. Coming up, we got the first intermission report. We'll bring it up to you live here from the box. That's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. Pope Prep, because this is where the champions play. Could not ask for a better start to the winter sports fiesta. First line on the ice for Pope Francis. Goes back to the point, Bryce Russ. Russ looking around, trying to find Watroba, looking for a first period hat trick. How many times are we going to say that this year? I wonder. Russ looking around over to CJ. That one hits the netting and heads out of play. Framingham just trying to find a spark here. 3-0 first period. Bad start at the Olympia. Cardinals going to look for it. Here's Bryce Russ. Russ over to O'Leary. O'Leary trying to do something, trying to find Josh. Cardinals looking for it once more. Russ just trying to move it up. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary trying to find something, but instead he finds nothing but boards. Ivy trying to do it is something, just trying to keep it alive for Pope. He can't. Framingham will try to take it the other way. Not before they're met by the Colin Foyle sandwich. O'Leary just trying to slide it over to Foyle. Foyle's got it. Watroba trying to work it up to Foyle. Here's Colin Foyle with speed. Foyle, shot. So glove save is made there by Framingham. (14-1) shots on goal thus far. Man, oh man, Pope is firing the cannons here early on. Face off won by the Cardinals. Bullock will just try to play it in. PD trying to do something. Here's Petch. Petch trying to look around. Cardinals trying to use the body. He's trying to make the play. Bullock trying to get in there as well. Bulldogs trying to make the play. That one will skirm all the way down the ice. Will we have an icing? Let's see. No icing. Waved off. Cardinals will have to play this one. They will with Matt Bullock. Matt Bullock trying to do something. Cardinals looking around for it. Trying to move it up. Trying to find Moscarney. Trying to make it a two-show for him as well. Let's go Pope to Chan as we close out this first period. Puck will work back deep into the Cardinal zone. Matt Bullock comfortably there for Pope Francis, but a bad pass is picked. Framingham trying to fire, but really nothing on that shot. Vinny Maggi up to the task. Cardinals are trying to wrap it around the boards now. Ross Carney. That one will head into the netting, upper netting area, that deep Cardinal zone there, and that'll head out of play. 1:25 to go in the opening period. So many storylines we will have for you this season. I mean, can the Cardinals head back to the Garden? I think that is the biggest question. I mean, that is something that the players have talked about. I think it's something that the fans have talked about is can they get back to the Garden? That's the question. McGrath trying to do something. That one will work around to Michael. Michael trying to move it back. Jarrell trying to fire in a shot. Deflects just wide. DeMichael going to try to make a play. 1 minute mark to go in this opening period. Zachary deep into the zone. They'll move it back to Weggs. Weggs over to Jarrell. Jarrell back to Wegerson. Wegerson shot. Save made by Framingham. Dished out. Framingham will just try to work it around. Goes back to Zach. Zachary will try to work it into Jarrell. Jarrell back over to Ziggy. It goes. Ziggy moving it up. Here's Joe DeMichael. He got a little bit of a ghost of the ice there. The ice ghost getting a big J there. One of the captains on this team as well. Moves back to Zach. There's Zachary the phone. Trying to work it in. Shot. Glove save. Framingham covers up. 26.5 to go in the opening period. Face off, one deep into the zone. Cardinals going to look for it, trying to make the play. Pope Francis just trying to look for something here, trying to get involved at least. Works back to the point to Russ. Bob T trying to fire a shot. Here's Fitz. That shot hits the glass. Fitz trying to just put it on net. 6 seconds to go. Time ticking away. Cardinals trying to fire one last thing. Foyle, shot blocked. And that's how we will put the bookmark on this hockey game thus far. 1-0 is the lead for Pope Francis. Nice game thus far. They'll Zamboni the ice, and we'll get ready for the second period. 17-2 shots on goal in that opening period. Been one of those nights for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Coming up, we got the second period, but before we do that, it's intermission time. First intermission coming up next. Again, folks, Pope Francis hockey on Station 1 tonight. Girls basketball on Station 2. Coming up, the first intermission report, live from the booth at Olympia. Stay tuned. Pope Prep, the champions play right here.
Quick score update for you for the Pope Francis girls varsity basketball game versus Renaissance. 4:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pope Francis in the lead, 59-39. Again, that's 59-39. 4 minutes 49 seconds left remaining in the fourth quarter. Also, as a reminder, at Pope Francis tonight, we have a very busy night. We've got our winter Christmas concert happening in the theater right now. Show started at 7 o'clock. So if you're interested to go see that, we will be recording it and uploading it at a later date. But if you're interested to go catch the show live, you can check out our girls' basketball game, go check out the music, grab some concession stand at intermission from our wonderful NHS members. So just a little plug for the wonderful individuals involved with the Christmas concert who I know have been very busy. Definitely a very busy night for us here at Pope Francis Prep.
Gentlemen, Pope Francis. How about that? What a start to the season. Pope Francis leads by a score of 3-0. Leading the way for Pope Francis, C.J. Watroba netting 2. Moss Carney netting 1 as well. Pope Francis 3-0. I mean, you could not draw up a better start to the winter sports fiesta than what we have seen here tonight at Olympia, to say the least. I always think that we're at Pope Francis, Andrew, but somehow, some way, we got here to the Olympia Ice Center. Again, folks, I'd like to thank the courageous broadcasting team that has come out and donated their night to us here tonight. Andrew Sarazina being our director in charge of the line here tonight, and Caleb watching the basketball game and making sure that you can watch 2 streams at once. How about that? New feats here for our Pope Francis Cardinals. Again, Cardinals tonight, they've had all the action all night long. It's been a Pope Francis show, to say the least. So, a lot of things to look up for Pope Francis. The first step on what they hope can be a step to a championship-like season here tonight. First period coming to an end, second period coming up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Cardinal intermission update here tonight. Girls basketball, they're winning. They're winning by a lot, ladies and gentlemen. You catch that on our sister station, winning by a score right now of 65-42. Nice night for the girls indeed to start their season out as well. Today, the Pope Francis student body came together in an ugly sweater contest and resulted in the seniors winning here today. Extra spirit points, so congratulations to them on behalf of the student government. Tonight here at our hockey game, Moss Kearney has netted 1 goal. CJ Watroba has netted 2. And we also have our music concert here tonight over at Pope Francis. So if you're in the area over there, you may want to check it out and watch the stream at once. Well, I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long for this intermission report. Next intermission report at the end of the second. Coming up, we have the second period. We'll bring it to you live up here from the booth at the packed Olympia Ice Center. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a flash. Next on Pope Prep. Gentlemen, we are just about set to begin the second period of hockey. Glad you could tune in for us here tonight. Student section will once again arise. Getting ready for the second period. Cardinals in the midst of a little pre-second period huddle. Teams will switch sides. Cardinals now working from right to left. Framingham working from left to right. Big words must have had to have been said in that Framingham locker room at the end of that period. I mean, it was all Pope Francis. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of changes, we have a goalie change for Pope Francis. Vinny Maggi out, Nick Ritchie in. Coach Foley must feel confident in his team now. Nick Ritchie into the game, and we'll play out the second period for Pope Francis. We are set to begin once again. Opening night rolls on from the Olympia. Worked over to Colin Foyle. We'll start out the second period. Again, folks, Ritchie in net, Maggi on the bench. Solid opening period of play for Mr. Vincent Maggi. Opening night of the season, so maybe audition time still for these Pope Francis Cardinals. We'll see. Make any roster changes. I mean, watching the Varsity B game, getting a glimpse of that. Joe Orzelect looked like a stud. So I wonder what Coach Foley's going to do with his lineups here tonight. Yeah, tough decision no matter what. Face-off will be held deep in the Framingham zone. First lines for both sides still out on the ice. Cardinals will look for it with Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary trying to get there. Cardinals will look for it. Goes back to the point to Russ. Russ shot. Glances off the boards. Foyle will look for it. Ivy trying to get there as well. Here's Russ. Bryce Russ trying to move it around. Here's Josh Ivy. Ivy trying to work it up to CJ Watrobo. Looking for a hat trick still. Russ looking over to O'Leary. There's Ryan O'Leary. Watroba! Big save made there by Framingham. Had to go into a butterfly to make that one. But the save was made. And a save and a half there for Framingham. What a shot from Watroba. One-timer. I thought that was going in by a mile. But Cardinals on an excellent start. Trying to finish strong here tonight. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary just trying to work it in. Trying to get those fresh legs on the ice instead. Second line coming back out on the ice. Petch trying to help out with Moss Carney. Carney trying to get there but can't. Framingham can't hold on for a while, but Zachary Buffone can't. Siggy just trying to show us his edges. Great edge work there by Mr. B. Cardinals will try to move it up. Moss Carney will try to make the play. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to go a little tic-tac-toe. A little tic-tac-toe around the net he goes. Cardinals will try to slam it in. Here's Moss. Wrap around. Cardinals trying to stuff it home. They can't. Whistle will blow. 15-11 to go in the second period. Face off for Pope. Petey trying to get there, trying to make the play. Matt Bolduck trying to get there as well. Whistle will blow once more. Leave it deflected out of play. Cardinal fans, Pope section, certainly a lot to be excited about for them. Winter Sports Fiesta beginning strongly, to say the least. Bolduck trying to move it into Moss. Petch trying to get in there along with Moss. Cardinals looking for it still. There's a boombox is going off under me. Man, oh man, I don't know what's going on in one of those locker rooms. Like we said, Lolo Chicopee is next. There's Petch. Again, folks, it would be unfortunate for us not to mention this, but we thank Miss Myers. It has been announced that she will be leaving Pope Francis at the end of the semester. We thank her for all her hard work. One of the nicest people on the campus. We miss her dearly. Wish her nothing but the best in her future endeavors. She better come back to graduation. That's what I'm going to say. But we thank her very much for all the hard work she has done for all the athletes here on the Pope Francis Sporting Spectacle. As Pope Francis will look for it once more. That'll be an icing. Whistle will blow with 13:55 to go in the second. 18-2 shots on goal. I mean, oh boy, if you're Framingham. Nick Ritchie hasn't really had to do anything at all. Just standing there in net thus far. Cardinals just running up and down the ice with the visitors. Framingham trying to just move it in. Russ looking for it. They're just trying to chip it in. Cardinals trying to make a play. DeMichael looking for it. Works back to Foyle. Foyle clean. That one hits the netting. Goes out of play. Clock once again stops at 13:39 to go. Face off. Cardinals trying to win it. Can't. Cardinals going to try to fire a shot with Weggers. And DeMichael trying to get in there. Weggs trying to get in there still. At the save with a glove is made by Framingham. Repeated motion for both sides. Face off on the same deep right top of the Framingham zone. Framingham working from left to right. Cardinals from right to left, listening to a radio type of broadcast as Russ going to have to get back. Almost a 2-on-1. Framingham couldn't hold it for long as Foyle will just move it over to DeMichael. DeMichael will just try to get maybe some fresh legs onto the ice. Trying to work it deep. Foyle working the route. Trying to find DeMichael. One-timer. Cardinals trying to stuff it home. DeMichael still looking for it. Chaos in the crease. It goes back to Foyle. Good opportunities for Pope as DeMichael will try to stuff it in again. Here's McGrath. McGrath looking around. Shake and bake. Shot. Glove. Save is made without a stick by the Framingham netminder. Nice looking shift for the hard-working third line of these Pope Francis Cardinals. Cardinals will look for it again. There's Fitz working it deep. Cardinals looking for it with Bob T. Bob to Julio, moving it over to Kenyon. Kenyon trying to scrap it on goal, but can't. Eventually, it'll be Framingham trying to take it the other way as Terrell got slammed into the glass. Cardinals are just trying to move it out. Here's Zachary Buffone. Ziggy just trying to work it in deep. Cardinals looking for it. Can't hold on for a while. Framingham trying to work it up the ice. Left side. Framingham trying to cut it in somehow, some way. Bobby T was able to lay the body. Here comes Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon trying to move it in. Cardinals going to look for it. Fitz trying to get there as well. Bob T trying to use the body. Framingham, that player got sent back to 6th grade. Cardinals going to look for it. Bobby T again trying to use the body. Fitz trying to get there as well. Fitz working him around, trying to set something up. Terrell, shot, scores! Bullseye! Jake Terrell, 4-0. Bada bing, bada boo. Once again, Jake Terrell on the money from the point. Jake Terrell. Bloodbath continues. Framingham seeing a dizzy White tonight. Looking up at the scoreboard, 4-0 is the lead for Pope now. Bullseye for Jake Terrell. 4-0 is the lead for Pope Francis. Game starting to go on wraps. Not so likable chant for Framingham there by the student section. Watroba trying to go wraparound style for the hat trick. Hat trick! C.J. Watroba. How about that? Pope Francis leads by another. It's C.J. Watroba. Not one, not two, 3 goals for C.J. Watroba. And just like that, it is Big W with another goal. Man, oh man, 5-0. Framingham, disastrous start to the year. And we have a timeout. They need to think things over once more. I mean, Framingham, they got to think things over during this timeout. Timeout. We'll step aside for a quick second. Pope Francis, CJ Watroba, hat trick. That's the summary on this one. We'll be back in a flash. Timeout over. The Framingham message not working. IB trying to set up Watroba again. IB trying to do something. I mean, man, oh man. Rough night for Framingham. Bulldog trying to fire it in. O'Leary trying to do something as well. Cardinals looking forward again. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary looking around. Cardinals looking for IB. IB trying to fire. Save made by Framingham. Watroba, hat trick. Ryan O'Leary, Moss Carney, goal each. That's the summary thus far. Clean sheet for Pope Francis. Not much work. 2 saves for the Pope Francis goalies for tonight. Moss trying to fire a one-timer. Can't. Blocked away by Framingham. Framingham will try to do something up the ice. Foyle trying to get back there for Pope. It'll be an icing. What a start for Pope Francis. Cannot get over it. 5-0, picture perfect. Nights that you dream about when you're a young player playing hockey. Can tell you that. Petch trying to get down there along with Petey. Petey trying to make the play with the body. He does. It's a Petey sandwich. Put a little mayo on it. That's what Petey did. Cardinals going to get back on the defensive side. Russ cleanly backhand over to Colin Foyle. Cardinals trying to work it in deep. Looking for it there was Petch. You got a little board time for him. Here's Moss. Moss working it back to the point to Foyle. Foyle bomb. That one blocked off a Framingham player. Foyle. Moss. There's Maurice trying to fire it in. Foyle trying to work for it. Deep down low. Foyle, a little bit of a fist match down there. Well, pushing match. No penalties will be given. We'll try to take order of it, however. And I get a little tensionous. I mean, if you're Framingham, you got to have a little bit of fight here for the rest of this game. Just something that you can take. I mean, this is just a Pope Francis tsunami, to say the least. Zach's just going to take it all the way back into his own zone. I'll move it over to Jarrell when he's ready, and he does. Jarrell, that pass blocked. Jarrell will have to think fast. Here's Jake, trying to storm through the Framingham players. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell trying to do it himself. He'll try to move it over to McGrath. Mike McGrath. Over to Jarrell it goes. McGrath gets a sandwich. Jarrell. Back to Zach before it goes. Over to Mike McGrath off his skates. McGrath trying to set one out in front. To Michael trying to get there. Takes a little bit of a seat. McGrath. One-timer. They score! The grade A. Wade Wegerson able to put it in. And just like that, Pope Francis, touchdown. Wade Wegerson. 6-0 it is. Wow, to say the least. And we have a goalie change, ladies and gentlemen. Framingham will sub in and make a change. 6-0. Way to leave the goalie out there a little bit too long, I think. But you got to do what you got to do against when you play these big boys. Bulldog trying to move it over to Fitz. Fitz trying to fire a shot. Deflected down. Cardinals going to look for it. Cardinals trying to find something. Shea got a little caught up. Shot goes past the net. Cardinals going to look for it still, and it sits out in front. And just like that, Framingham jumps on the scoreboard, and it is 6-1. Framingham puts it in. So Dylan Shea, a little bit of a mishap there. And Framingham puts it in. You have to be impressed by these Cardinals. Little break there. Dylan Shea. Tough break for him. I think it was a little bit the ghost of the ice. Got to feel that one on his skates. But Pope Francis will try to get there. Have a whistle again. Iby's going to have a little laugh with the Framingham player. Going to do a face-off at center ice. Hybe's got thrown off the draw. He's going to have a little laugh about it. Meanwhile, Framingham going to try to do something. O'Leary trying to get back on the defensive side for Pope. It'll be Ryan O'Leary trying to take it up. Iby clean. On sides is Pope Francis. Iby moving it over to Watroba. Watroba trying to find Iby. Iby shot. Deflects off the glass. O'Leary trying to get there as well. There's Ryan. Ryan O'Leary trying to do something. Watroba trying to get there as well. That one will work back to the point. The shot. Davis trying to put it in as well. And we have a player down for Framingham. Oh, boy. It appears to be okay. Framingham player did go down. Quick stoppage on the ice. 8:28 to go. Opening period, or second period, rather, of play. Framingham feels like they're still in the opening period. What the Cardinals have done here tonight. Cardinals got to get back here. Look out. Framingham trying to take it the other way. Nothing's going to happen except for a penalty. Russ will head to the penalty box. A little bit of a scrappy situation over in the student section. Not really sure what's going on over there. Jarrell trying to do something. Petch trying to move it in. Cardinals trying to look for it. Framingham trying to do something, trying to wrap it around the boards maybe. Cardinals is trying to work it up with Petey. Cardinals going to look for it. Zach going to try to just play some defense. Framingham got it at the point. Shot. Deflects to the right of the goal. Zach will just try to clear it up for Pope Francis. There's Zach behind his net. Zach just trying to do something. A little lob pass. Trying to find Josh Iby. Shorthanded is Pope Francis. Power play. Framingham. Could be a nice way to get back into this one. I mean, surprisingly. Trying to just cut it to a 4-goal game. Framingham. One-timer. Blocks off the stick of Jarrell. Jarrell trying to do something. Goes back to the point. Framingham shot. Blocked by their own player. Jarrell getting in the way of that Framingham forward. Cardinals going to look for it. Cardinals just trying to move it in. Framingham will look for it once more. Cardinals trying to get back on the defensive side now. Jarrell trying to do something, but Ritchie will eventually make the save. So, first save. Welcome to the big boys, Mr. Nick Ritchie. Ritchie, first save as a varsity goalie. Bulldog will just try to clear it in, trying to kill the penalty. 15 seconds to go on the power play for Framingham, trying to get one last chance before the power play expires, and we head back to even strength. Russ getting ready to come out of the box. I have to give it to Bryce. He's one of the feistiest players on the Pope Francis sports scene. He comes out of the box. We're back to even strength. Here's Matt Bolduck behind his net. Bolduck will just try to move it over to Moss Carney. Cardinals still looking for it. Bolduck trying to get there, trying to make the play. And here comes Wegerson, trying to get his second, trying to get in on the fun as well again. But really can't there. Framingham really ended that situation quickly. Framingham trying to move it up quickly, but not for long. Colin Foyle there for the Cardinals, but the shot goes in. How about that? Framingham not dead yet. 6-2. Is the lead for Pope Francis. .5:45 to go in this one. 6-2 lead now for Pope Francis. So check the 6-1, make it 6-2. Cardinals trying to get on the board. And that is a big time hit. McGrath gets shoved down on the boards. Man, McGrath took a seat there. A couple scary hits. I think we're going to have a whistle. We're going to have a penalty. Let's see. Wegerson trying to get there, trying to make the play. Exact opposite of what we saw last year when Framingham somehow beat Pope Francis. That game, I believe, was at their barn, so a stunning upset, to say the least, at the time, from what I remember. But this year, the Cardinals look like business, and they're taking care of business tonight at Olympia. Jarrell trying to work it in to Michael behind the net. Deep in the Framingham zone, to Michael. He's going to try to find it. Cardinals trying to get back. Jarrell trying to get there to Michael. A little sandwich and a half. That'll get the student section going. Jarrell using the body as well. Zach the phone now has got it. They'll try to take it behind the net. With a wraparound pass. Framingham got there quickly. Pass picked. Framingham looking for it. Trying to fire a shot. Blocked by Jarrell. Again blocked. That was Wegerson getting in on the fun. Block party, if we've seen one. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell will just chip it in. Fresh legs coming out of the ice for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Cardinals looking for it. Here's Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon just going to try to clear it in. Kenyon trying to move it around, trying to find Bob T. Fitz trying to get there. Goes to the stick of Bob T. Kenyon trying to stuff it home for Pope. About 4 minutes to go in the second period. Fans looking for a call. Not going to get one. Referees have let these two teams fight it out tonight. Bullock. Bob T. Kenyon trying to fight through. Kenyon looking for the puck. Squirts out to Bulldog. Bulldog trying to fire. Framingham was able to get in the way. Bulldog sent the player down on the ice. Cardinal shot save made. Framingham, they cover up. 3:38 to go in the second. Coming up, folks, second intermission report. Give you a live scoring update on the basketball game. Let you know how that one finished. And we'll preview the upcoming games on the Pope Sports schedule. That's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. Hope Prep right here, because this is where the champions play. Face off deep in the Framingham zone. Watroba trying to make the play. Cardinals trying to get back. Really trying to do something. Watroba. Ivy working them around. Cardinals trying to fire a shot. Goes back to the point. O'Leary trying to get on the phone. That's Sean O'Leary at the point. He'll just scrap it in. Trying to get some fresh legs again, maybe. Trying to recycle it in. O'Leary's still out there for Pope, giving it his all. Takes a little seat to the ice. No icing. Matt Davis trying to take it around his net. Trying to work it over. Takes a weird bounce over to O'Leary right in front of the slot there, but Cardinals are able to get away with it. Here's O'Leary chipping it back. Watroba shot, save, rebound. Framingham trying to stuff it home. Foyle's trying to still do something with it. Looks a little tired there. Cardinals going to have to get back here. Look out. Framingham has numbers up the ice. Shot blocked by Russ. With a little bit of a little knee pad block there for Russ. Probably feel that one in the morning. Didn't have those knee pads on. Cardinals trying to do something. Watroba looking for goal number 4. Can't find it there. Framingham was all over him. Foyle trying to do something. Tired, you can tell. Here's Moss Carney. Moss trying to do something. Ivy takes a bounce over his stick. Russ trying to grow it into the zone. Trying to go deep. We have a penalty on Framingham. Penalty on Framingham. Nick Ritchie, coming out of his goal. Meaning the Cardinals will get an extra attacker on the ice. It's Petey. Petey coming around. Off the boards and on the ice. Ivy trying to work it over to Petey. Petey moving it over to Foyle. There's Foyle at the point. Foyle shot. That one's into the netting. And that is how we will start the Cardinal power play. The Cardinals were telling about me all week and how the power play was so dangerous and how not to fear and how not to take for lightly this Cardinal power play. And they have been right thus far. I mean, it has been a tic-tac-toe show of brilliance. So for the power play, Petey, Moss Carney, Petch, Jarrell, and Zach Buffone all out there for your Cardinals. Jarrell, back to Ziggy it goes. Moss Carney's got it, trying to set something up. Shot! Petey, but the save is made by Framingham. Goes back to the point to Zach Buffone. Over to Jake Jarrell it goes, skims off the boards, trying to hand it over to Petch. Petch trying to get there. Ziggy's going to have to keep it alive. He does. Here's Zach Buffone. Buffone trying to find something over to Petch. Petch over to Jarrell. Jarrell, tape-to-tape pass to Zach Buffone. Zach moving around to Moss Carney. Moss back to Jarrell. Jarrell back to Zach. Zach, Petch. Petch moving it in, trying to find Jarrell. Jarrell trying to set it up to Mossy. Mossy, one-timer! Oh, man, this power play is as legit as it comes. It's Petey stuffing it in for Pope Francis. And just like that, 7-2 power play pays dividends. Bada bing, bada boo. More money, more problems for Framingham. (7-2). How about that for a score? Cardinals trying to get back here. Less than a minute to go in the opening period. That one hits the netting up here at the Olympia. I believe they have a scoring issue down there. That was not Moss Carney. It was Mr. Jake Petey. As the Cardinals will try to work it in. Here's Mike McGrath. McGrath trying to move it up, trying to find Wigerson. Cardinals looking for it. Here's Weggs looking for goal number 2. Can't find it. McGrath trying to get his first varsity goal on home ice. Trying to stuff it still on Pope Francis. Cardinals looking for it, trying to keep it alive. But Framingham, they might have something here, but they can't for long as Wegerson gets back there for Pope Francis. Cardinals will still try to look up for it. Here's Mike McGrath. McGrath just trying to move it in. Cardinals looking around. Scrambling here. 10 seconds. Back to the point. Bulldog. Save made. Cardinals 7-2. We'll put a bookmark in on the second period. Coming up, we got the second intermission report. Teams will head to the dressing rooms. Get ready for a third period here tonight at Olympia. 7-2 the score. Coming up, second intermission report. It's all coming up, folks. Stay tuned. Pope Prep, 7-2. Cardinals lead. Back in a flash.
Good evening, Cardinal fans. An update on our girls basketball home opener. Cardinals take a win, 71-46 over the Renaissance Eagles. That is a 71-46 win to start off our girls varsity basketball season for their home opener.
Gentlemen, second intermission report. Cardinals lead 7-2. Opening night, splendid for the Pope Francis Cardinals thus far. Fans have been left in nothing but excitement thus far. It's been that type of evening. And yeah, so Pope Francis, a domination type of night. I mean, it's been amazing. CJ Watroba, a hat trick for him. He has been absolutely sensational. And Cardinals as well have been absolutely sensational. Fans are here, ready to go. Ludlow Chicopee following us here tonight. Certainly set out to be a big game here live from the beautiful Olympia Ice Center. So, 7-2 is the lead for Pope Francis. How about that? Framingham, I thought they were going to get deja vu all over again. Instead, they got a taste of deja vu back in the Pee Wee hockey here. Pope Francis sent them back in time tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time for our newest feature, the Cardinal Intermission Update. Girls basketball won their game tonight over Renaissance by a score of 71-46. Leading the way, as always, for Pope Francis, Miss Villa Meadows. For Pope Francis, a lot of new places. We'll be able to bring you more Pope Girls games in the future as well. Ugly Sweater Contest, seniors won that today with the most school spirit. Most ugly sweaters in tally. That's what it was for them. Tonight here at our hockey game, Mossy netted a few. CJ Watroba, how about a hat trick for him, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely stellar performance by the Cardinals. 7-2 they lead. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we have a music concert over at Pope Francis. Not sure if it's still going on. Pretty sure it is. Yep.
Around intermission.
Okay, around intermission. So you're in the area for that one. I suggest, yeah, pack your bags and head out to see that one. That's definitely an interesting game for sure. And for all my MLB fans out there, the Yankees have just signed Carlos Rodon, the best pitcher on the market, 6-year, $162 million contract. He'll be playing in the Bronx. AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long for this intermission report. Coming up, we got the Cardinal postgame and the rest of the third period. That's all coming up. Stay tuned. Pope Champions play here and now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin the third period. Another goalie change. Goaltending auditions tonight for Pope Francis. R.J. Cormier is in net now. Junior netminder who transferred in last season from Belchertown. Had a solid year in Varsity B, getting Varsity A looks in this third period. Again, A.J. Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, alongside you here tonight. Girls basketball, convincing win. Boys hockey, about to have a convincing win. So convincing wins around the horn for the Pope Francis Cardinals. To start out, the winter sports fiesta. Cardinal student section still here, still loud. Icing is called. Pope Francis, 7-2 lead. CJ Watroba, the main story. A hat trick tonight. Cardinals trying to make the play at the point. It'll be Petch. Petch is trying to move it into Moss. Moss going to look for it. Moss, little stick handle, little toe drag swag there, if I've ever seen it. Cardinals going to look for it. Trying to do something. Petch trying to make the play. Bulldog trying to use the body a bit. Russ trying to get back there as well. Russ, oh, he took a sandwich hit. Penalty coming. Power play. I mean, Framingham. I mean, you're trying to get back into this game. I mean, that is just foolishness. And then a little bit of chippy play. I think that might get him more time. That was just not smart hockey from Framingham then. So he'll sit for 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure. 34-7 shots on goal. Been that type of night. Face-off weapon at the right dot. 2 minutes, yep, on the clock. So Zach, the phone on the ice. Terrell, Carney, Petey, and Petch. Take it right to the net. Whistle will blow. Petch trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Cardinals moving around. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell. Petch to the point. It goes to Jarrell. Jarrell feeding it on over to Zach the phone. Back to Jarrell it goes. Jarrell moving it over to Petch. Petch. Ziggy. Ziggy's just going to wait on it. Zach going to fire it over to Jarrell. Jarrell sliding it back to Zachary. Zach. Moss Carney. Moss. Shake and bake. Back up to the top to Zach the phone. Zach over to Moss. Moss. Moving him around, back to Zach the phone. Zach, Jarrell trying to set up the one-timer to Moss. Framingham read it, however. 1:15 to go on the power play. Petch. To the point, it goes to Jarrell. Jarrell sliding it back over to Petch. Petch shot, save, rebound. Framingham trying to clear. They do. So nice-looking penalty kill halfway through it. R.J. Cormier will play it out with the stick. Up to Ziggy. Here he comes, Zach the phone. Just shaking and baking like he always does. Moving it deep and in the zone. They'll stop on a dime. They'll move it back to Josh Ivey. Top power play unit on the ice once again. Zach will come off. Foyle will come on. As Watroba will look for it. Goes over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary trying to set up Ivey. Ivey goes past his stick. He'll get it back. Josh Ivey. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Bulldog over to Watroba. CJ Watroba. Spin. Another spin. Shaking and baking me. Over to Foyle it goes. Foyle trying to set up the wrist shot. Blocked by Framingham. They'll try to clear it. Bulldog will keep it in. Bulldog moving into Watroba. Here's CJ Watroba. Watroba working it back to the point to Bulldog. Bulldog trying to fire a little snap shot. And it got cleared. Foyle gets checked from behind. Looking for a call of the Pope fans. They're not going to get one. Power play will end. We are officially back. It's a 5-on-5. Even strength. Ivey. Just leaving it up for Matt Bulldog. Bulldog tape to tape. Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary over to Josh Ivey. Here's a Josh. Josh looking around, scrambling. Trying to find Ryan O'Leary. Trying to get there. Can't. Foyle. Let's try to keep it alive. O'Leary looking for it. Trying to set up Watroba. 4. It is. CJ Watroba, have yourself a night. Player of the game. That's 4 for CJ. What a night for Pope Francis. Lackluster showing for Framingham. Cardinals angry and furious about how last year ended, coming out with a vengeance this season. Cardinals trying to do something. Oh, that was a scary hit there on Matt Davis. He gets up. He's okay. Wegs. DeMichael. DeMichael gets set into a different time zone, and that's going to be a penalty again. I mean, you just cannot make this stuff up for Framingham. The exact time you cannot take a penalty, they do. Power play back on the ice. Cardinals got to get back on the defensive side. Framingham's just going to fire it in. R.J. Cormier there comfortably for Pope Francis. Cardinals now will move it up. Here's Zach the phone. Zach moving it over to Mossy. Mossy over to Ziggy. Ziggy trying to move it in. Ziggy over to Petey it goes. Petey just going to scrap it down the ice. Moss Carney. Moss just trying to move it in somehow, some way, but can't. Cardinals trying to do something here. Jarrell. Jarrell just trying to move it over to Moss. Moss Carney. Zach the phone. Moss at the point. 1:12 to go on the power play. Zach shot. Lances off the top shoulder of Framingham's netminder. Lances off the boards as well. Surprised we didn't see another penalty there. As Petch trying to work it back to Jarrell. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to set it up. Petch. This could be trouble here. Petch trying to do something. Whistle will blow once again. And we have a trip. Another Framingham penalty. My goodness. Five on 3 for 53 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to have. Asinine penalty, to say the least. Inexcusable, definitely. IB gets thrown off the face-off dot again. Watroba. O'Leary it goes. Here's Bulldog. CJ Watroba looking for 5. That one will glance off the glass. Foil. 42 seconds of 5 on 3 time. Watroba. Watroba trying to find Foil. Here's Colin. Working it back to Matt Bulldog. Here's Bulldog. Shot. Save. Rebound. Cardinals trying to stuff it in with O'Leary. He can't. 30 seconds of 5 on 3 time left to go. Face off. Cardinals looking for it. Iby's got it. Josh Ivy shaking and baking it. Over to Colin Foyle. Deep into the zone. It goes to O'Leary. Foyle. Well, just touch pass. Goes back to the point. This is Watroba. Watroba just trying to stuff it in the Foyle. Foyle's still got it. Bulldog. Bulldog. Watroba. Watroba. Bulldog. Foyle. Foyle trying to fire it in. Deflects off to the right. 5 on 3 over. We're back to 5 on 4. 1 minute to go. Cardinals going to look for it. Cardinals trying to make the play. O'Leary down there. Ivy trying to help out as well. Watroba. Bulldog. Bulldog shot. Glove save made. Framingham. Cardinals 48 seconds left in the power play, trying to make it a 9-2 game. We have a penalty. It's going to be on Petey. Let's see. Yeah, it will be. So Petey will head to the box. He'll take a seat for 2 minutes. So interference it is. Petey will take a seat. So it'll be 4-on-4 time for about 36 seconds. Cardinals just trying to work it up the ice. Here's Zach the phone. Zach up to Moss. No ice. Jarrell will try to take it. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to do something. Look out. Scary there. Framingham still trying to take it. But RJ Cormier on point. Glove save, making it look easy. Coming off the bench. And playing some valuable hockey here for Pope Francis. Matroba wins the draw cleanly. Russ will just clear it out all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing. So Russ, I think, tried to make the argument that it went off a Framingham player's stick. But he'll lose the argument. Cardinals will clear. Power play for Framingham is in effect. Cardinals just looking to clear it out. Here's Matroba looking for 5. Matroba! Oh! Almost had 5 for him. Wow. That close was CJ Matroba. That close, inches away from goal number 5 this evening. Matroba having a career night. Night that he'll probably never forget. Foyle. Gonna look for it, trying to make the play. There was Colin, can't. Ivy will try to help out. Here's Josh. Josh, Foyle, trying to stuff it in on goal. Cardinals will look for it. Josh Ivy trying to get there for Pope Francis. Cardinals will look for it. Russ just will chip it in. Framingham will cover up and just play it out. 9 minutes and change. About a penny. 9 and a penny to go in this one. Third period, 8-2. Cardinals lead. Must be challenging for these players, knowing they have midterms tomorrow. A and B on the schedule. For Ziggy and I, it'll be English and theology. 12 seconds to go on the power play for Framingham. A little bit of a mix and mash of lines now. So we'll put out O'Leary, Bullock, the 2 O'Learys out there, Ryan and Sean, and Pat Fitzgerald to close out this penalty kill. Power play over for Framingham. We're back to even strength. Petey coming right out of the box onto the ice. And Fitz will just take it, and they'll get some fresh legs on the ice. Bullock. Bullock tape to tape over to Pat Fitz. Here's Fitz trying to fire a shot. Blocked. Framingham. Nice play there. Pope Francis able to keep it alive. Pope going to look for it. Trying to do something there is Wyatt Kenyon. Here's Sean O'Leary. O'Leary working it back. Matt Bullock just deliver a can of corn and on to Framingham. They cover up. 8:08 to go tonight. Wegg's trying to get there, trying to make the play. Cardinals looking for it. Here's Zach Buffone. Zach moving around. Cardinals trying to get there, trying to make the play. Jarrell will just play it in. Cardinals will look for it. Here's Zach Buffone. Zach moving it in to McGrath. Mike McGrath. We'll just try to move it over to Jonah Michael. To Michael. McGrath trying to get involved. But just a cone there as Framingham will try to take it. Framingham trying to do something. Jarrell. Oh, that was a vicious hit into the boards. Oh, my goodness. He is down in some pain. Oh, my. That is a scary hit. My goodness. And the players are going to get a little fight here. And that is going to be a whistle and a half. Man, oh man. IB is heading into the box as well, standing up for his teammate. And that's a worth it penalty for Josh Ivey. I mean, we hope that Jake Jarrell is okay. That was a scary, scary hit, to say the least. Oh, boy. A fan is getting in at a ref now. Unbelievable. Man, oh man, this is getting to a feisty game here to start the season out. Wow. I think that player's off the ice. He is. Yep, he is done for the night. I would think he's done for the night. I'm not sure what they're discussing here. He is. Yep, they're going to bring him right to the locker room. And the Cardinal fans will wave him off. Yep, so that will end his night. Wow. Hectic game, to say the least. Refs are still trying to sort something out down there. I have no idea. This game is turning into an absolute bazooka. A stoppage here for Framingham. 5-minute power play. So this will be the death of Framingham, to say the least. Trying to sort this one out on the ice still. Amazing. So it'll be, okay, so we're still just trying to figure this one out. So one player will sit in the box for 5 minutes. Okay. Even though one player is out and one player is going to sit in the box. Yep. Game misconduct for boarding. Yep. Confirmed by our referee up here in the box. It'll be a game misconduct for boarding. That is correct. Yep. Student section is like a sixth man tonight. Yep, so it'll be a game disqualification for him as well. So that is a big blow for Framingham as they continue in their season. Ivy in the box for misconduct. RJ Cormier will make the save, trying to just calm things down then this one tonight. Be another aggressive hit. Zach going to try to do something. Cormier will just slip it away. Cardinals just trying to move it up the ice to Michael. Just trying to bury it up somehow, some way. Fitz just trying to do something. There's Foyle, moving it up. Cardinals going to look for it with Bob T. Fitz gets taken down, and that will be a whistle. 5:52 to go here tonight. Bryce Russ trying to move it in. Bob Trigilio trying to make the play. Here's Fitz. Fitz going to move it in somehow, some way. Dylan Shea. Shea moving it over to Russ. Can't for long. It's Framingham. Gets in the way. Bryce Russ. Cardinals trying to make the play. Penalty time ending for Josh Ivey, so it'll be essentially a 2:55 power play as Moss will just try to fire a shot. And got blocked away. Cardinals will look for it again. Foyle. Over to Ziggy it goes. Ziggy moving it around. Moss Carney. Carney trying to do something. A shot there. Goes off the, I think it was the mask of the Framingham goalie. What a shot that was by Petey, but nothing to show for it. Foyle moving over to Zach Buffone. Buffone back to Foyle. Foyle trying to set it up to Moss. Moss looking around. Behind the net, he'll take it over to Zach Buffone. It goes. Here's Zach. Zach moving it back. Here's Petey. Petey over to Zach Buffone. Buffone. Foyle. Foyle. Over to Petch. Foyle trying to fire a shot. Blocked away by Framingham. Cardinals still looking for it. But eventually Framingham will clear. Fresh legs coming on into the ice for both sides. Foyle. Taking it behind his net. Here's Colin. Foyle moving around. Over to Watroba looking for 5. Bullock. Bullock. Over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary just going to try to chip it in off the boards. Matt Bullock's got it. Here's Matty B. Watroba. Watroba, Matty B. Matty B looking for it. Matty B trying to fire a shot. That one skims off the ref. So getting involved a little bit to say the least there. Cardinals still looking for it. Here's Foyle. Foyle trying to do something. Cardinals trying to fire it in. Foyle, and he puts it in. How about that? Colin Foyle. The dagger here tonight. What a goal for Pope Francis. Lead grows by 1 more. 9-2 now. Kenyon, Bob T trying to get out on the fun. Davis, shot, post. Cardinals coming closer and closer, making it 10-2. Bob T trying to stuff it home. Here's Fitz. Fitz trying to get in there. Goes to the point to Davis. Davis to the point to Shea. Dylan Shea trying to fire it home. Goes back to Fitz. Here's Fitz again. Fitz working it around, trying to find Kenyon. Goes back to the point. Davis. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over to Kenyon. Kenyon back to the point. Cardinals looking for it. Cardinals trying to get there. It's a 2-on-1. Framingham trying to do something. They can't. Goes off the glove of Cormier. Power play time over. Back to 5-on-5 for the rest of this one. Oh, boy, that's another hit, and Davis is down on the ice. He's getting up. He used to be in pain. He looks okay now. I mean, he's a little shaken up. There's Shea. Closing stages of this one. Cardinal dominance tonight coming up. Cardinal post-game report. Bringing it to you live here from the booth. Look forward to tomorrow's basketball game versus a familiar foe, Immaculate Conception. We'll tell you the time, the date, everything like that. All coming up. Cardinal post-game. McGrath. Moving it in deep. To Michael trying to get there. McGrath trying to fire. Goes over to that. Dominance tonight from Pope Francis. Cardinal fans showed up and got a nice special treat tonight. McGrath. To Michael trying to stuff it home, but the save made there by Framingham. Fitzgerald trying to make the play. Here's Kenyon. Kenyon over to the point to Foyle. Foyle shot. Forwards it is for him. Cardinals looking for it still. Fitz just trying to work it in deep. Cardinals looking for it. Bob T. Wraparound. Shot. Save made by Framingham. Clock stops at 39.4 to go. Cardinals will look for it. Russ will try to just move it in. Foyle, shot, save made. Framingham, they'll cover up with 26.1 to go. Statement win tonight for Pope Francis. 9-2 will likely be the final unless the Cardinals can somehow get one more. Framingham, what happened? Disastrous game for them. Pope Francis, a win better tonight. So end it. Three seconds, 2 and 1. That's it. Pope Francis wins 9-2. And that's how it ends. Opening night, check, success. Fans will head home happy. We will too. Cardinals win. The Cardinals win. And they do it in convincing fashion, 9-2. Coming up at the Cardinal postgame, we'll bring it to you live up here from the booth. It's all coming up, folks. Again, thank you for tuning in to tonight's Pope Francis broadcast. We'll see you for the postgame coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardinal postgame has begun. What an excellent start to the season for the Pope Francis Cardinals, leading the way tonight. C.J. Wittrell, not one, not two, not three, but four Pope Francis goals. He was stellar tonight in the opening night of Pope Francis hockey. Well, tomorrow, the Pope Francis circuit continues. It's boys basketball at AIC against a familiar foe, Immaculate Conception. They're back all the way from New Jersey. They're here to play again, and once again, they're even better. Even a Louisville commit this time, coming down to AIC. Whether we'll have that game for you or not is up in the air. Not sure what we can do with that as of this moment. Maybe something will work out, maybe it won't. But we'll see what we can do. We'll try our very best to bring you that live game. We know it's a huge one, so AIC, anytime they come into town from Immaculate, it's always serious business. We know that. We'll try our best. Pope Francis here tonight, making us happy. 9-2 win. They're taking care of the home fans. C.J. Wittrell leading the way. Vicious forecheck here tonight, all night long. Back check was nice as well. Two little tricklers got off Nick Ritchie, but that's not the focus. Tonight's focus is on C.J. Wittrell. He is our player of the game. The Pope Francis player of the game as a prestigious honor given to the best player of the game for each individual game. At the end of the season, whoever has the most player of the game MVPs will win a free gift card courtesy of the broadcast team. So congratulations to C.J. Wittrell, and congrats to him on a 4-goal game to start out the season. Well, that's the way you want to start out the winter sports season. Am I right or am I right? So, coming up next, it's time to go home. Time to study for your midterms. Coming up, tomorrow maybe we have boys basketball. We'll see. We'll try our best to bring it to you. For all my great crew, Caleb, who did an excellent job with our girls basketball game, doing it as a one-man show tonight, with Andrew being here tonight. Andrew being the run and gun director that he always is, bringing out the best in us as always. For all my crew, for everyone watching at home, I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long from Springfield. Our final score, 9 for Pope Francis, 2 for the visitors from Framingham. So long, see ya, and good night from West Springfield.